19th of December 2023, morning Murli, Batticaloa. Essence, sweet children. Invent new ways to make service proud. Go and serve in every village. In order to do service, you need the enlightenment of knowledge. Sweet children, invent new ways to make service grow. Go and serve in every village. In order to do service, you need the enlightenment of knowledge. Question: what is an easy way to continue to remove the old world from your intellect? Answer: repeatedly remember the home. Let it remain in your intellect that you have to settle your accounts with the land of death and go to the land of immortality. Become a beggar in relation to your body. Even this body doesn't belong to you. When you practice this, you will forget the old world. While living in this old world, you have to make your stage very firm. Make effort to have a constant and stable stage. So, mother, oh mother, you are the bestower of fortune for all. Om Shanti. There is a lot of praise of Jagadamba in Bharat. No one except the people of Bharat knows Jagadamba. They have heard the name of someone called Eva Devi. It is now in the intellect of your children that creation cannot be created without Devi or the Master. Jagadamba definitely has to appear. She definitely did exist. For this why she is remembered. There is a lot of praise of Bharat. They speak of heaven, and they also know that Bharat is ancient. This is why there surely has to be heaven. No one apart from the body children can understand this. Only those who understood this in the previous cycle will continue to come. The exhibition is taking place. You understand that you also did this in the previous cycle. The words are very good for explaining to everyone. Pure souls receive a halo of light through their purity. Secondly, a charitable soul is one who makes donations and performs charity. In English, such a soul is called a philanthropist. Philanthropist. Those who are pure are said to be wisest. There are different words. There are a lot of donations made and charity done in Bharat, but donations are generally made to gurus. They may be called pure souls, but they cannot be called charitable souls. They don't make donations or perform charity. They accept donations and charity. In order for your intellect's yoga to break away from all of them and be connected to the Father has to be explained. That is not good. I come to uplift all of them. You are the Gangas of knowledge who have emerged from the ocean of knowledge. In fact, Gangas is not the right word, but the memorial has continued and this is why the compression has been made. The Father comes and makes the old things of the old world new. Heaven is something new. Only the Father knows the news of the new things. The world doesn't know it. They are the version of God, but because Sri Krishna's name was inserted in the Gita, the intellect's yoga of everyone has broken away. This is why they have said that God is omnipresent. The intellect's yoga of many is with Sri Krishna. Wherever there is regard for the Gita, it is as though they also have regard for Sri Krishna. In fact, they have given the credit of the father's praise to the child. This too is fixed in the drama. The father comes and explains this. Baba has repeatedly explained to you why you should ask the people who come what their occupation is and what their relationship is with him. In bracket, Krishna. Baba has had a good question made. Very good service can take very good service can take place in the Jagadamba temple. Go and explain to the people here. This is Jagadamba, the mother who creates the world. Which world does she create? She would surely create a new creation. Acha, who is the father of this mother? Who gave her birth? People don't even understand the meaning of mouth-born creation. You know that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has given birth to her. Your children have to explain that Jagadamba is a mouth-born creation. But how is she that? The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is incorporeal, and he explains through the body of Brahma. It is as through the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul has come and adopted Brahma that he has adopted the daughter in the same way. These things don't stay permanently in everyone's intellect. You repeatedly forget. Your children can do a lot of service. You should use the introduction to the Jagadamba temple so that their intellect's yoga can be connected to the Father. Jagadamba has yoga with him, and so we too should have yoga with him. Jagadamba is sitting down below doing tapasya, and her temple is up above, down below. She is doing the tapasya of Raj Yoga, and then she becomes a princess, a master of heaven in the golden age. It is now the iron age. It is only when she sits in tapasya again that she can become a master of heaven again. All of this knowledge should remain in your intellect. People are given this true advice. You give each one's introduction. However, this cannot sink in the intellect of you all that quickly. It can only sink in your intellect when you engage yourselves into its service. Very good pictures have been created. You can also go to the Lakshmi and Narayan temples and explain here. Baba says, go and relate this to my devotees. You will definitely find devotees in the temples. Explain this picture of Lakshmi and Narayan to them with love. Everyone would say that they were the masters of heaven. Acha, what is it now? It would surely be said to be the Iron Age now. In the Iron Age, there is nothing but sorrow, and so how did they receive their sovereignty? You know this, and so you can tell anyone. When you explain to one, the whole gathering will gather here. Everyone will then ask you to go to them. Very big velas take place in the temples. You can also go to the Rama temple and tell them his occupation. You should explain to them tactfully, gradually. Some children also write, Baba, we have explained in this way. When you explain to one person, others will also then invite you and say, it would be good if these lectures continued in my home for 7 days. Then others would emerge from there too. When anyone invites you, you should explain in such a way that they don't leave you. When you give lecturers, friends, and relatives close by will also gather there. Growth takes place in this way. Not so many can not so many can come to the center. This is a good method. You should make effort in this way. Hardly anyone knows the art of making effort for this. The enlightenment of this knowledge is needed. Baba has come from so far away to teach us. If you don't do service, how would you claim a high status? Children in schools are very clever and they have a lot of enthusiasm. This too is a study. This is a wonderful study. The young, the mature, and old people all study here. The poor have an even better chance. In fact, even sannyasis are poor. So many wealthy people invite them to go to them. Sannyasis renounce their forms and become beggars. They don't have anything with them. You too are now beggars and you then become princes. They are also beggars. There is the question of purity in things. You don't have anything with you. You even forget your bodies. You renounce everything, including your bodies, and belong to the one Father. The more you remember the one Father, the more you will be able to invite things. You have to make effort to you have to make effort to invite things in a constant and stable way. We have to go to, we have to go to Baba. So why should we have doors of this whole world until your stage becomes firm? You have to stay in this old world and in your old ways. You now have to live at home with your families and remain pure. Your accounts with this land of death are now being settled and you have to go to the land of immortality. When you repeatedly remember the home, the old world will continue to be forgotten. Ask them, what did Baba say in the Gita? Explain that God is called Baba. Incorporeal Baba says, constantly remember me alone. Your sins will be burned away in the fire of yoga. The elevated version, the elevated versions of God are renounce this old world and your old bodies. Become soul conscious and constantly remember Baba. God is incorporeal. That soul takes a body and comes into Turkey. Baba doesn't take birth through a womb. He only has one name, Shiva. There are the souls of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. They have their own subtle bodies. That one is the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and his name is Shiva. He alone is the ocean of knowledge. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar are not called the Creator. Only the one incorporeal one is called the Creator. So, how does he then create the corporeal creation? He comes and speaks to Brahma. It cannot be Sri Krishna who does this. They show the Vedas and scriptures in the hands of Brahma alone. It is remembered. Establishment takes place through Brahma. He tells us the essence of all the scriptures through Brahma. The incorporeal speaks this through the corporeal. These things have to be imbibed very well. God speaks. I teach Raj Yoga. Establishment is needed before instruction. First of all, there is establishment. Continue to write this very clearly. Establishment of the Sun Dynasty kingdom through Brahma. When this is right, when this is written, the significance of it become very clear. but only when some makes this effort and becomes busy in doing service. When you become busy in doing service, you will enjoy yourself. Mama and Baba also enjoy doing service. Your children also have to do service. Mama would not be taken to the temples. There is great praise of Mama, but your children have to go there. Baba says, go to those in their state of retirement and ask them questions and then explain to them. Have you ever studied the Gita? Who is the God of the Gita? There is only the one incorporeal God. A corporeal being cannot be called God. God is only one. You should churn the ocean of knowledge alone in order to do service. If you want to practice this, you have to go and try it out. People want to have a glimpse of Jagadamba every day. People also go to the debate of the rivers. If you go there and give lectures and do service, many will gather together. They will continue to give you invitations. Come to us and have these spiritual gatherings. Baba and Mama cannot go anywhere. You children can go. You can also do a lot of service in the Kali temple in Bengal. Who is Kali? Give a lecture on this topic. Consciousness be able to do. They don't give any proof of having done service. If you don't do full service, you defame Baba's name. A yogi has very good power. Baba continues to give you many points for explaining to them. However, even very good Maharajas, however, even very good Maharajas forget them. There is a lot of service to do. This is called unlimited service. They then also receive a lot of respect. The main thing is purity. Some break while moving along. No one ever loses faith in his physical father. Here, you take birth to Baba. You then repeatedly forget such a father because he is without an image. There is no image of such a father. The father says, remember me and become pure, and you will come to me. The soul understands that he has played a part for it of birds. Each soul has a part fixed in him. The part is not in the body. There is such a huge part recorded in such a teeny soul. There should be so much intoxication in your intellect. While fulfilling your responsibility of inheritance with your worldly families, you can also do this service. The mother and father will not go anywhere. Your children can go anywhere to do service. Only you children are called lucky stars. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, loveless, and now found lucky stars of knowledge, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bhaktada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First, renounce body consciousness and do simply churn the ocean of knowledge and give the proof of doing unlimited service. Second, all the old accounts with this lack of death have to be settled. Continue to remove your old body and the old world from your intellect. Blessing. May you make your speech constant and stable by having remembrance of the one, and thereby claim the right to an educated status. In order to make the stage constant and stable, remain constantly stable in the remembrance of the one. If you remember anyone else instead of the one, then instead of having a constant and stable stage, your stage will become diluted in bracket sweetness of meaning. If any other sweetness If any other sweetness attracts you and your final moments comes and that time you will not be able to claim a high status. So pay attention at every moment. Make the lessons of one constantly firm. The one father and the one type of the confluence stage and stay in a constant and stable stage and you will claim a right to a high status. Slogan: those who take the food of pure force are true Vaishnava. Om Shanti.